Hello everybody, this is me, Superman19J Hugh, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Review My Collection. Now, if you're wondering why it's not like the other, why the title's not like the other videos, because I'm changing the title from Let's Review My to Let's Review My Collection. The reason why is because the transition from those first two videos were just so awkward and it was just so weird and so out of place that I didn't really know how to transition well from the title to the episode name, or essentially what we're going to be reviewing. But now I just, finally thought of the name, and this is what it's gonna be called from now on. So the other videos, I'm going to change the title from Let's Review My to Let's Review My Collection. I just feel like it's going to be better to transition from the title to the episode. And so it goes like this. Hello, welcome back to Let's Review My Collection. In this episode, we're going to be reviewing the Jakks Pacific's 8-bit... Well, actually, hold on. Jakks Pacific's World Nintendo 8-bit figures. See, now, that's better than saying, let's review my... In this video, like, it's just so weird. So, I'm changing the title from Let's Review My to Let's Review My Collection. And I already said it, but we're going to be reviewing the 8-bit figurines from Jakks Pacific. These figures are 2.5 inch, they're not like the 4 inch figures. So they're very small, and let's dive into it. First up, we're going to be looking at the classic 8-bit Mario. Now, he is a cool figure in my opinion. The back, there's not really that much details. He's not even in 3D. He's 2D, but with like, he's popping out in like 3D, sort of. Essentially the 8-bit Mario amiibos, but in a 2D, but in a smaller and much more linear form. Jakks Pacific tried to duplicate the 8-bit Mario amiibo style. They're able to do it, but just not with the whole figure. Well, not with both sides. So sadly, you only get this front of Mario, but not the back of it. It's just sort of sad, but I can understand why. Probably because of money or slash. They couldn't really get the Mario to look normal looking, per se. But yeah, the classic colors here, they shine very well. The colors here are very nice. I really do like this figure. And yeah, nice overall. Next up we have is Star Power Mario. The difference between this one and that Mario is this has that glossy effect, essentially having that star power effect in the games, which is very nice looking. Like, even the back has it too. See, it's very nice. It's like, when you first take the figure, it almost feels like the figure is a little bit red slash slippery, but I guess that's what happens when it comes to stuff like that. Overall, great figure. Next up, let's review the 8-bit black and white color Mario. Now, I have no idea about this originated from. I tried just to like wrap my head around and connect this to any other video games, but as far as I know, I can't really tell. The closest I can get to is either the Game Boy style of Mario, or just what Mario looked like in a black and white color on the TV of like a game. Let's say you're playing Mario Brothers on an old school TV, and you don't have the color cable or whatever, the color line, and so now all you have is black and white. This is the only thing I could come up with. Overall, it's an okay figure. It's definitely not one of the best in my opinion. It is cool, but just not. It's not really up there with my favorites in this 8-bit figurine set. So yeah, I think I forgot to mention these two are Walgreens exclusive. And the next up we're going to be looking at is a Walmart exclusive, and that is the 8-bit modern color Mario. My god, this is by far my absolute favorite figure from this 2.5 8-bit set and the whole World Nintendo set together. This is by far my favorite figure ever. I really do love how Jakks Pacific went with the time to make a modern color Mario, but in an 8-bit form. I love these types of things. I love it when companies do it, when they take their past 8-bit or 16-bit sprites, and they bring them back to make them more modern, have that color, have the modern color to it. It's just a very nice little touching detail, and I really do like that. It's essentially old school coming into modern, which it's very nice, and I really do love it. The colors on there just shine bright. They're fantastic. They're phenomenal. Overall, fantastic figure. Sadly, this was a Walmart exclusive, and these are very hard to find. So if you ever look for them on eBay or Amazon, they should be going for quite a lot of money, which is sad because it's a phenomenal figure, and I think everyone should have it. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at Mario's brother, Luigi. Now, this is just the same sprite as Mario, but in Luigi's colors. They really did capture Luigi here. The only part is this is just the same little 8-bit Mario, just being repainted. So, yeah, not a lot of much to go off of here, but overall, it's a great figure nonetheless. Next up is Star Power Luigi. Same thing like the Star Power Mario. The only difference here between him and his little counterpart over there is he's in that glossy effect, even from the front and the back. Very nice looking still, but at this point, it's just lazy for Jakks Pacific at that point. Just to release, let's see, that's like 6 of Mario sprites just being repainted and recolored in some sort of way, especially the 8-bit this 8-bit black and white Mario. I have no idea where it came from. It just sort of seemed to me like Jakks Pacific was trying to come up with more 8-bit Mario variations, and that's what they could think of. Next up we have is the princess herself, Princess Peach. For an 8-bit figure of her, this is very nice, especially given that 3D little texture or model. Yeah, very nice figure overall. She did come in a 2-pack with this Mario, but it was an exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con. I didn't buy it because I didn't want duplicates. I would have had this figure a lot sooner, but I waited a couple of months until she came out on her own by herself, and thankfully Jakks Pacific did release her by herself. So yeah, it's very nice. Next up we have Princess Peach's lawyer, Solvent, Toad. Very nice looking. And as I said, for the first time, these are the 8-bit sprites making their toy debut. Actually, I wouldn't even say toy debut because there have been other 8-bit Mario, Luigi, Peaches before, but as far as I know, giving them this figurine style and not placing them on bottle caps or on a little stand, just making these like actual figurines and not like just little promotional displays. These are by far very nice, especially with Toad. Some could even consider him flipping us off, but oh well. He might be giving us a thumbs up. Yeah, nice figure overall. And that is pretty much it for all of the Super Mario Bros. Figurines that I have in 8-bit form. I really do need to get the 8-bit modern Toad, 8-bit Bowser, and the 8-bit Goomba. So yeah, let's get these guys off. Go on the side here. Next up, we're going to be looking at Donkey Kong. There we go. Yeah, nice colors overall. The only problem I have with this is they made his little sprite, and with him holding his belt, with him holding a belt, only problem is he has no belt, so he's holding essentially nothing. There was no reason why Jakks Pacific did not include the bell. Like, why would you leave the bell out? That's pretty much part of his sprite. So yeah, that's the only flaw. That's his only flaw in this figure. But overall, he is a pretty big figure. You can see here. But yeah, overall that is Donkey Kong's figure. Now there is another figure of Mario, but in the style of Donkey Kong, the arcade game / NES game. and I plan on picking that one up. The only problem is he comes in a 2-pack with this guy here, and I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna see if I can find this little 8-bit Donkey Kong Mario on eBay, or hopefully from someone else. Even if, actually, he might even come back as a standalone figure, and who knows, in a future 2.5-inch set. But yeah, as of right now, I don't have hands on the 8-bit Donkey Kong Mario, and I'm so sad. But who knows? I might pick up the 2-pack one day and just give the second Donkey Kong to my little brother. I don't know. Next up we have is the Legend of Zelda 8-bit figures, and there's actually only 3 of them, and they're just the same figure but in different variations. Is 8-bit Link in his green tunic. Very nice figure. The color green stands out a lot on. The color green stands out bright on him. It's very nice, very cool. So there we go. You have him. Next up we have is the 8-bit Reginald Link. Now he's a little bit more darker for the red. He's not as bright as the 8-bit white tunic Link, but still, it's a very cool little figure. Repaint of the figure. Next up we have is the white tunic Link. Now this one is an exclusive to Walgreens. He came in the same set as the Star Power Mario 8-bit and the 8-bit black and white Mario. So yeah, what's really weird is that he doesn't really look white. Well, his tunic color doesn't really look white. It looks sort of like a very lightish blue, but also with a bit of white in there, which is just so weird. Like, even on camera, it could look like his tunic is very light blue, but in reality, it's not. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the Legend of Zelda 8-bit figures. They're very nice, very cool, very detailed, and yeah. The only problem with this set is, as I said, Jakks Pacific tends to reuse the same 8-bit palette, but just put them on a different, but just repaint them in different ways. So like they could have had, I don't know, Luigi and his jumping sprite, Star Power Mario, they could have made him in his running sprite. That would have been so cool. Same thing goes to Link, and the same thing goes to Link. You know, they could have had Link in his like attack mode, or I don't know, some other sprite that they may have used. Even Link getting like, even Link holding up his little, you got it, little, like, I don't know how you say it, but him having his hands up in the air as he collects something in the video games, that would have been very nice. Especially if you're gonna have only 3 of them, it would be nice to have 3 different variations of Link, but in a different posture. But Jakks Pacific didn't do that. It's really lazy, and I don't really like it at all. Mostly because it doesn't really capture Jakks Pacific that well. I don't see them as being lazy and just reusing the same figure model. But hey, they did the same thing for Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, and all those other characters too. So I guess Jakks Pacific doesn't loan. But yeah, overall that is pretty much it for this video, guys. I'm gonna try to have them all being the same. But yeah, that is pretty much all of my 8-bit figures. I have a total of 13, but I am missing 4 other ones, and I promise you, once I get these 4 others, I will show them off in another Let's Review My Collection. And so, yeah, let me guys know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this set? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you have some? Do you not have any? And mostly, do you plan on picking any of these titles up, either in retail or online? If you plan on buying these titles online, just make sure you're buying them at a reasonable price, under 10 bucks. Anything over $10, it's questionable, and I really wouldn't recommend buying it unless it's very hard to find, like Bowser or Goomba. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys like this new title from here on out, because I'll be using this title from now on. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. This is Superman19J signing out.